Mrs. S. Shobana is working as assistant professor in the Department of English at Sindhi College of Arts and Science, Chennai. She has done a UG in botany with distinction at SRC Trichy. She has done her MA and MPhil in English literature under Alagappa University, Karaikudi. Now, she is doing a PhD in English under the University of Madras at Queen Mary's College, Chennai. She has attended many workshops and conferences and has presented papers in national and international level. She has more than 10 years of teaching experience in UG and PG in the area of English, environmental science, and soft skills. Her research interests are environmental science, public health, and hygiene.
Welcome to UGC lecture series on public awareness part 7. In the earlier session, I was telling you about environment and human health and about the waterborne diseases. Now, let us see as what I am going to deal in this session. The contents are impact of climate and weather, heat related illness, natural disasters, hot weather, mosquito and the spread of malaria. From the contents, it is very clear that I am going to deal about a few diseases regarding the fluctuation in the climate and weather. The climate and the weather of a particular area is closely related with the lives of the people living there. If there is drastic change, too much of change will be there in the individual's life. Even if there is a slight change in the climate or the weather, it will also affect the individual in some way or the other. Now, let us see about this in detail. Impact of climate and weather. Human civilizations have adapted mankind to live in a wide variety of climates, from the hot tropics to the cold Arctic, in deserts, marshlands and in the high mountains. Both climate and weather have a powerful impact on human life and health issues. We human beings have adapted ourselves to live in extreme cold and extreme heat climates or in any type of climate and in any type of place. We are in a position to live anywhere as we are in a position to live. Let us see how the climate is going to affect us. Weather and people's health. Weather and climate play a significant role in people's health. Changes in climate affect the average weather conditions that we are accustomed to. Warmer average temperatures will likely lead to hotter days and more frequent and longer heat waves. There is a close connection between weather and climate. When one is changed, automatically the other one will change, and this will affect the health of the human beings. It will produce heat waves when the temperature is over in a high position. Look at the picture. The World Health Organization estimates that the warming and precipitation trends due to anthropogenic climate change of the past 30 years already claim over 1,50,000 lives annually. See, all these deaths have occurred only due to the climatic change. Is it not frustrating? So, from this it is clear that the climate and weather affect human health in a mass way. Many prevalent human diseases are linked to climate fluctuations, from cardiovascular mortality and respiratory illnesses due to heat waves to altered transmission of infectious diseases and malnutrition from crop failures. Many human diseases are caused by the fluctuation in the climate and weather. Due to the fluctuation, the crop will not give proper yield, and by this the crop which is got also will be of less nutritious value, and this will lead to malnutrition. And look at the picture of the children who are there. At the sight of them, it is very clear that they are poorly fed, and in a very few days or months they will become sick or they will die. All this is caused only because of the effect of climate and weather on the human health. Climate change affects human health and welfare. Many of the expected health effects are likely to fall mostly on the poor, the very old, the very young, the disabled and the uninsured. See, when the climate changes, suppose if there is a very hot climate, there will be scarcity for water, and the severe heat will change the lives of the people. Look at the picture of the women going about here and there in search of water. The climate change will totally change the lifestyle of the people. Impacts from heat waves. Heat waves can lead to heat stroke and dehydration and are the most common cause of weather related deaths. Excessive heat is more likely to impact population in northern latitude, where people are less prepared to cope with the excessive temperature. When the temperature just increases day by day, the people in the particular area have to adapt themselves according to the changes in the environment. On the other hand, if they are not doing so, they will be slowly dying bit by bit. So, the ill effect that is caused by the high temperature of the environment will lead to serious health problems and death. Young children, older adults, people with medical conditions and the poor are more vulnerable than others to heat related illness. Every time I am telling you, young children and the poor people and old people will be affected. Why? Young children and the old adults, they will be having less immunity power, and the poor people, they will be fed poorly and they will not be living in a proper houses. So, these people all will be affected by the sun, and they will be easily affected and they may lead to death also. Climate change will likely lead to more frequent, more severe and longer heat waves in the summer, as well as less severe cold spells in the winter. Look at this picture of the land. See how the land is split without water. The severe heat and the hot temperature will be more in summers than in winters. Now we will see about the heat related illnesses. This could increase the number of heat related illnesses and deaths. Increases in the frequency or severity of extreme weather events such as storms could increase the risk of dangerous flooding, high winds and other direct threats to people and property. Suppose if there is a severe heat, it may lead to storms and in turn floods, high winds and so on. By this, if there is a sudden flood or a storm, the people in the area will be affected by this, and there will be total destruction to their property and lives, and within a half an hour or within 1 hour of the event, the lifestyle of the people will change and they will be prone to many health related diseases. Warmer temperatures could increase the concentrations of unhealthy air and water pollutant. Changes in temperature, precipitation patterns and extreme events could enhance the spread of some diseases. As I told you earlier, if there is a sudden change in the temperature from severe cold to severe heat or from heat to chillness, diseases are likely to spread and the health of the people will be spoiled. Weather has a profound effect on human health and well-being. It has been demonstrated that weather is associated with changes in birth rate and sperm count, with outbreak of pneumonia, influenza and bronchitis, and is related to other morbidity effects linked to pollen concentration and high pollution levels. See, look at the ill effects the climate and the weather change causes on the health of human beings. So many factors are found that are affected by the change in the climate and weather. Impacts from extreme weather events. The frequency and intensity of extreme precipitation event is projected to increase in some location as in the severity of tropical storm. These extreme weather events could cause injuries and in some cases death. So, if there is light fluctuation itself, there will be lot of damage to the health of the people. If there is severe change, if there is severe chillness from heat or if there is severe heat after chillness, it will lead to various health problems and the number of death will increase from a few number to a large rate. As with heat waves, the people most at risk include young children, older adults, people with medical conditions and the poor. Extreme events can also indirectly threaten human health in a number of ways. As I told you earlier, extremities in the climatic change from chillness to heatness or from heatness to chillness will bring about drastic changes in the environment and the health of the people will be spoiled by this and sometimes even death occurs. Heat waves cause heat related illness and death. Example, heat stroke. The elderly and persons with existing heart or respiratory diseases are more vulnerable. Heat waves in India in 1998 were associated with many deaths. See, from this it is very clear that people who are already having respiratory diseases are prone to severe attacks by the extremities of heat. They have to be very careful about their health and try to avoid such heat extremities. Extreme events it can do so many things. Now let us see about it. Reduce the availability of fresh food and water, interrupt communication, utility and healthcare services, contribute to carbon monoxide poisoning from portable electric generators used during and after storms. If there is an extremity, after that the total country will be turned upside down. All the cleanliness of the country will be spoiled and there will be shortage of pure drinking water and there will be severe shortage of food and other necessary things. The electricity and the telephone connection or the other things which are required for the people will be of shortage. And due to the use of generators, carbon monoxide poisonous gas also will be liberated into the atmosphere and it will cause serious health hazard to the people. Increase stomach and intestinal illness among evacuees, contribute to mental health impacts such as depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. These are also caused by the extremities in the temperature conditions. Now, let us meet after a short break. Welcome back after the break. Now we will see about natural disasters. A natural disaster is a catastrophe or devastating event occurring in a geographical environment. For example, a large hurricane that wipes out an entire area could be called a natural disaster. A natural disaster is one which occurs all of a sudden without any prior information or the sudden destruction which is occurring in a particular area. It may be for a few seconds or for a few hours, but the entire country will be in a very bad position, unable for human survival. Natural disasters can wreak havoc to people's lives. They vary greatly in type, severity and cost. They occur more often in particular geographical locations and under particular condition. Look at the picture of a flooded area where people are suffering to move about from one place to another. Natural disasters spoil the general life of the people and great changes occur in the lives of the people henceforth. Natural disasters created by extremes of weather, that is heavy rain, flood or hurricane, which occur over a short period of time, can severely affect health of a community. Look at the two pictures, how the lives of the people are changed by the natural disaster. As I said, it is only for a few seconds or for a few minutes, but it changes the total country, and the country has to regain from all these things after so many hard work and hardships. Urban areas are typically warmer than their rural surroundings. Climate change could lead to even warmer temperatures in cities. This would increase the demand for electricity in the summer to run air conditioning, which in turn would increase air pollution and greenhouse gas emission from power plant. The impact of future heat waves could be especially severe in large metropolitan areas. See, the points which are given clearly explain the extreme heat condition. The urban cities are more hotter than the villages. So, once the city is heated, the people there start using air conditioners to keep themselves cool. The air conditioners emit poisonous gas, which is adding pollution to the atmosphere. So, the extreme heat condition not only spoils the atmosphere, but it also spoils the general health of the public. Hot weather. Hot weather extremes appear to have a more substantial impact on mortality than cold wave episodes. Most research indicates the mortality during extreme heat events varies with age, sex and race. Factors associated with increased risk from heat exposure include alcoholism, living on higher floors of buildings and the use of tranquilizers. From this, it is clear that the death rate varies from age, sex and the people of a particular area. It is found that people die due to extreme heat condition than to extreme cold condition. The people are unable to tolerate the extremities in the heat condition and they are slowly ending up their lives. Poor people are more vulnerable to the health impact of climate variability than the rich. Of approximately 80,000 deaths which occur worldwide each year as a result of natural disasters, about 95% are in poor countries. In weather triggered disasters, hundreds of people and animals die, Homes are destroyed, crops and other resources are lost. From this, it is clear that by a natural disaster, it is not the rich people who are affected more. It is not the rich country which is affected more. It is the poor country and the poor people who are mostly affected. Their lives are changed and they face a lot of problems after the natural disaster which has hit them. If future global warming induced by increased concentrations of trace gases does occur, it has the potential to significantly affect human mortality. It is hypothesized that if climate warming occurs, some additional deaths are likely to occur. As I was telling you regarding the extreme heat condition, slowly the global warming also is increasing. If the increase in the global warming is going to be more, slowly it is also going to poison the atmosphere and the death number also will increase by the global warming. The impact of climate change on health will depend on many factors. These factors include the effectiveness of a community's public health and safety systems to address or prepare for the risk and the behavior, age, gender and economic status of individuals affected. As I was telling you, this is also regarding the climatic change and the people who are affected will be poor, who are of older age and so on. Impact will likely vary by region, the sensitivity of populations, the extent and length of exposure to climate change impact and society's ability to adapt to change. The people who are living in a particular environment, if they are able to adapt themselves according to the change in the environment and the climate, can lead a happy life. On the other hand, if they are not able to adapt themselves, they cannot survive. They have to face serious consequences. Let us look at the damages. Public health infrastructure such as sewage disposal systems, waste management, hospitals and roads are damaged. The cyclone in Orissa in 1999 caused 10,000 deaths. The total number of people affected was estimated at 10 to 15 million. See, once if there is a severe natural disaster, all the sewage water or the rainwater or the well water, everything will be contaminated and slowly diseases will spread. Once in Orissa there was a cyclone which has affected so many people. The statistics shows that so many deaths have occurred by these natural hazards. Human physiology can adapt to changes in weather within certain limits. However, marked short-term fluctuations in weather lead to serious health issues. See, we human bodies are living in such a type that we can adapt ourselves according to the change in the environment, but that too only to a certain extent. We cannot adapt ourselves according to the fluctuations in the climate. Sometimes it will create a lot of health effects. Climate plays an important role in vector-borne diseases transmitted by insects such as mosquitoes. Now we are going to see about how mosquitoes are breeding due to the change in the climate. Mosquitoes and climate. These disease transmitters are sensitive to direct effects of climate such as temperature, rainfall patterns and wind. Climate affects their distribution and abundance through its effects on host plants and animals. The mosquitoes start to multiply once there is a heavy shower of rain. They multiply in the animals or plants and very soon they spread throughout the entire area and spoil the health of the people. Malaria transmission is particularly sensitive to weather and climate. Unusual weather conditions, for example, A heavy downpour can greatly increase the mosquito population and trigger an epidemic. Mosquitoes bite, but it is only the female Anopheles mosquito that bites and spreads diseases. Over 4,500 species of female Anopheles mosquitoes are found, but only 180 species of Anopheles mosquitoes spread the disease malaria. Mosquitoes are very dangerous to our health. Malaria is spread because of these mosquitoes, and this can create a serious epidemic illness which will cause death of many people. In the desert and at high land fringes of malarious areas, malaria transmission is unstable and the human population lack inherent protective immunity. Thus, when weather conditions, that is rainfall and temperature, favor transmission, serious epidemics occur in such areas. Only when our body has got the immunity power, we can escape from malaria and from mosquitoes. On the other hand, if the mosquitoes breed in large numbers, they will surely attack the human beings and try to spread malaria, and it will be of great serious health problem to the human beings. Now to sum up, the connection between climate and weather, need for understanding public related health problems, the impact of natural disasters, the spread of mosquitoes and the dangers of heat related illness. The questions given to you under this session are: what is the connection between climate and weather? How can weather affect human health? What are heat related illness? What are the reasons for the spread of mosquitoes? How does the natural disasters affect human health? You can prepare answers for these questions only when you have understood and taken into your mind all that was said in this session. We have to think about the connection between climate, weather and human beings, and about the natural disasters which occur and which alter the lives of human beings, and about the waterborne diseases and about the spread of mosquitoes and malaria. In order to avoid the breeding of mosquitoes, we should see that the environment is kept clean and neat from the attack of the infectious malarial parasite, the mosquitoes. Bear all this in mind and try to safeguard our environment. Thank you.